I want to talk about 3 things today that are necessary in order for your life to move in a forward direction. There are 3 things that are really important that you need. The first one is values. When we have healthy values, those healthy values define our priorities. Any value defines a priority, but healthy values will define our priorities that will be healthy. They become healthy priorities. And these healthy priorities, when we begin to live them out by choice, they become healthy disciplines in our life. So let's just bring this all together now. We've got values, priorities, and discipline. If we have these all, healthy values producing healthy priorities and leading us to have healthy disciplines, our lives begin to move in a forward direction. Because this is where these things reside, really. For positive change to take place, it's got to involve our heart, our mind, and our body. And our values, or our physical being. Our values are something that happen inside the heart. This is where it all begins, in the heart. So our values are established in our heart. We define our values in our heart. And from those values in our mind, we work out, we decide, we make decisions, we have emotions that work together with that, and we create the priorities of our lives. We decide on what's going to be the most important thing in my life, the important things. What are the things that matter in my life? That's where the priorities happen. It's in the mind and the will and the thought process. We decide those there. And if our values are healthy, those will produce healthy priorities. And then out of those healthy priorities, once we've established what is important to us, we then make a choice to act on those priorities. We begin to live out our lives physically or naturally following those priorities. And that is where the discipline comes in. We have a discipline. Healthy priorities will always produce healthy disciplines. So it boils down to, we've got to go from the values to the discipline. You can't stop by the priorities. You see, because the values and the priorities are, it's where we know things. We have values in our hearts, and the priorities, it's a knowing. This is what I know. But life only really changes when we become intentional about acting on those. So it's not just the knowing, but it's actually the doing. And that requires the discipline. It requires discipline to be intentional about what we know we should do and to actually put it into practice. In my book, Life Hacks, I give 31 days of intentional habits that you can change just to raise the bar on your life a little bit so that your life can move forward. It's a different perspectives, and on each day, it's values-based perspectives that you can just implement one at a time, basically, so that you can have incremental changes and your life can gradually move in that forward direction. You can find the links on where you can get that book in the description below. And in the meantime, you can subscribe and get notifications on this channel. You're welcome to. And this is Delphina Correa from Be Made Whole Leadership Institute.